Check it back, check it back. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Wait. Watch the winning system.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check safety. Kill. Go to 54, Ryan. Check, crunch.
They'll run with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go. 180. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Fresno. Check 31.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Go, blood. 180.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Switch. He's coming.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 34 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Check. We're going to 54. Why in? Safety cut. 64. Wait.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Undercut. Check. We're going to 54. Why in? Jam.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
58, come on. Go. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 49, check 49. Check Swerve, hey. Under 10. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down carry by Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Check. Walk 54. I'm trying to collect. 47. 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. 54 Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, 47. Mike 5-4. It's getting that roll. Hey, watch that. We're going to 53. Mike 54. I'm here all day. Slam. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Great job defensively. I think he was... And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Joker. Kill. DC.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, pick your game up. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Ric Flair.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
White 20.
54 Mike. Watch the slant. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Man, that's trash. That's
Hey, Shell.
Smoke. No.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hatchet. 36.
Here we go, 46.
58, right over there. Yeah. Go. Right there. It's just me and you.
Go. Get out there. I kill. Get 26.
Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6. Shell.
They run. It's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
180. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go one more. Check. Kill. Value 1. You got tape.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gurley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Maverick.
Now Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Super one.
Watch the edge.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, kill. They still playing the 22-yard line. Y'all playing it. Value 1. Check 4. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo!
54.
From the 22, Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big...
Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
58 to Mike. Check. Tight dog.
Hey, kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. Flush to his right. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Let's go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. And their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Check hot route. Hot.
Never close.
Gurley again here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
54. Mike, 54. You got nothing in there.
Hold on. Check.
Chance. 54 is Mike. 54. Check.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Back, back, back. Bang, bang.
Here we go, 47.
Bang, bang.
Switch it, hey.
58, boys, 56.
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, kill.
54, right?
47.
I got one. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Alert flare.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, tonight. 180. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Watch out.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Here we go, D.
From the 50, it's gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
It's a party now.
Another carry now for Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Check.
Value three.
Switch it.
Here's Gurley. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again they run with Gurley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
Hey, 47.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Switch up.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Cooper was the target there. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.